Hello class 6. Today I am going to start another new chapter from your English Rapid. And this chapter's name is Eliza and George. So what we have learned from the previous videos of your English Rapid, we have learned that this novel is actually centralized upon the idea of slavery, and when the novel starts we also notice that two people, Mr. Shelby and Mr. Haley, both of them were talking. They were talking regarding the matter of selling slaves. Mr. Shelby, who was a very kind and genuine person, and uh, he was a very what to say, that he liked all of his slaves. He loved all of his slaves, and he did not want to sell any of his slaves, but unfortunately he had to do, because he had some he took some monies from Mr. Haley, and Mr. Haley wanted to get back his monies with the help of the slaves. So Mr. Shelby could not do anything. Only he just had to sell one of his best slave. Uh, on the other hand, we saw that Mr. Haley, who was actually a perfect businessman, he did not have any love or that affection towards his slaves, and he just wanted to get money from the business. Uh, we also noticed that a little boy whose name was Harry, he was a very mere child, and Mr. Haley liked him also, and Mr. Shelby told that he did not want to give away that little child from his mother's lap. Only Mr. Shelby told that he wanted to give his best slave, Uncle Tom. But Mr. Haley wanted Harry also. Eliza, who was the mother of Harry, he heard the news, and she did not actually she was not agree to believe all these facts, and so she shared this thing with her mistress. Mistress means here Mrs. Shelby. Mrs. Shelby was like Mr. Shelby. Both of them were very good to all the slaves, and Mrs. Shelby actually did not have any idea about the problem of Mr. Shelby. So she consoled Eliza by saying that it was not possible for Mr. Shelby to sell any of his slaves. So we have seen up to that, and now we are going to start with a new chapter, chapter number 2 from the novel Uncle Tom's Cabin. So please take out the book and start doing the class. Students, please turn to page number 14. There you will get the chapter number 2, and the name of the chapter is Eliza and George. Eliza had been brought up by Mrs. Shelby from her girlhood with a lot of affection and indulgence. So Eliza, who was actually mixed Negro, you can say it also. That means mixed Negro means she was not completely a Negro. She was maybe from her mother's side was from another caste or something like that, or maybe her mother was European, or her father was European, and that means opposite can happen. Okay, so she was not completely Negro, and she was also having a very good what to say, that she was a very attractive lady, and she was very kind also. So Eliza, she was brought up by Mrs. Shelby from her girlhood. Girlhood means from just when she started her girl days. Okay, from that onwards, she was brought up by Mrs. Shelby with lot of love and lot of satisfaction. She had the natural grace and air of refinement common among quadroon and mulatto women. she had natural grace. Grace means, you can say, charm. She was very, I told you that she was very attractive, so she has a natural charm on her face, and also very what to say, that cleansing type of, a very fresh type of face she also had. And because she was, it was very common to all the mixed Negro people. Here it is written quadroon. Quadroon means, or mulatto means, is actually mixed people, mixed Negro people. She was married to a bright, handsome and talented young mulatto who was a slave in a neighboring estate. So Mrs. Eliza was married to a man. He was also a slave, and he was also a mulatto, but from the neighboring estate. His name was George, and as he was the practice, he had adopted his master's name as his surname. So the name of Eliza's husband was George, and George, that time, those who were the slaves, they took the surnames of their masters. It was the custom. Okay, so George also had the surname from his master, and thus he was known as George Harris. And that after that we came to know that George's full name was George Harris. Harris, actually, this surname was coming from George's master. Okay, that time those who were slaves, they took the name of their masters. He was hired out by his master to work in a factory where, because of his hard work and intelligence, he was very well liked. So his master sent him to a factory for work, and George was very intelligent and very hardworking too. So because of his intelligence and hardworking, George able to manage his his fame, and also he was very liked by all the people. Recently, he had done something which also brought some fame to him. He invented a machine for cleaning the hemp. Hearing of this new invention by the slave, his master came to the factory one day to see it for himself. So recently, as I have told you, that George was very intelligent man, and on those days he discovered a machine, and because he discovered a machine, so he got fame also. He was liked by all people, and as he invented that machine, so after hearing that, George's master came to visit George in the factory. Okay, so he was received at the factory with a lot of regard. George took it upon himself to show him the machinery. So when George's master came to the factory, so all of the people, they welcomed him very much, and George also took his master to the invention to show him personally. Looking at this smart, intelligent and handsome fellow, and hearing him speak so well, the master developed a feeling of inferiority. He decided to stop the slave's activities. But it's a very sad thing that his master was very jealous of George, because George was an intelligent man. He was very handsome looking man, and all of the people, because of his intelligence, he also invented one machine, and so people liked George very much, and his master did not like this kind of fame for George. Okay, his master felt that he was so inferior, he was so low to his own slave, and because of this thing, so he just decided to stop his slave's activity. Okay. To the amazement of the manufacturer and the other workers, he suddenly demanded George's wages and also informed them that he intended to take him home. So, to the amazement of the manufacturer, and that means after that, when George's master was very jealous of George, so obviously for that reason George's master make George stop to do any work in the factory. And also he told the factory owner that Mr. Harris, that means George's master, wanted to get back his slave, that means George. Okay, so obviously the owner of the factory was very much surprised by the decision of Mr. Harris, that means the master of George. And suddenly what happened, Mr. Harris wanted the payment what George had done. Okay, because the George was working there, so George had to earn some payment for that. So George's master was there and he just wanted the money what George made there. And after getting the money, he wanted to leave that place along with George. Okay,